Red VTV here after the 53-10 defeat here at Castleford, and probably one of the most embarrassing days that we've probably had here as a Saints fan.
Yeah, that's right, pal.
Wasn't the greatest, was it?
No, absolutely not. The coaches use the word embarrassing. Dare say the players will use that word as well.
See, I'll pull you up straight away there. The problem for me is how many times this season have we had that word from these players?
Yeah, we have. I mean, you know, Kyle Amor nearly thumped me last week, literally just because he was banging his head against the wall, telling me the same things, and he's trying to get through to his teammates. Well,
the problem is for me,
I don't know where you go from there.
It's exactly the same as Warrington. When the chips are down and something goes against this side, rather than responding to it positively, it's a negative all the time. I think it's quite clear to say that Zebshire in the first half, we got that ball down and it would have been 12-10. Now, instead of geeing ourselves up, we just fell away. Castleford got a try and then the heads go down. There's nobody behind the sticks having a say at all, and it was try after try after try. And I have to say, for me, it was a cowardly, gutless performance. And for me, this you have to say now, and there's a lot of people saying exactly the same on the social media, it's probably one of the worst Saints sides that we've had in the Super League era, if not the worst.
Yeah, probably. I mean, but the funny thing is, if you know, the new coach can come around and grab these players, on paper they've got the ability, and they've been with clubs in the past, and they've done things with clubs in the past that you can turn it around with. Now, it seems a heck of a long way off, but maybe with a new voice, maybe with a couple of additions in, if there are any additions out there that he can bring in, it may be salvageable. But today is not the day that we're thinking about salvage. Today's the day, like you say, you're using words like embarrassing and gutless and cowardly, and it's just not good enough for us.
Listen, I'm not going to take much away from this Castleford side. They are red hot. We know they're red hot. We know what they can do.
Yeah,
with
they were given the game today.
Yeah,
they were given the game.
They've done it to other teams in Super League, and I don't want to take away from anything Castleford done here today, because they're a really, really good side. But that's no excuse for Saints players playing tick and pass and not seeing. There's no effort. No. I'm really surprised that I actually seen fans behind the sticks at the end of that game actually applauding players off. I don't
believe it. I was amazed.
I can applaud players if there's effort there, but for me it seemed like heads went down.
Yeah.
And once the game had gone, then they just decided
they needed to show guts, and they didn't show any. You know, once the opportunities after the first 25 minutes, half an hour had come and gone, and they saw that they were behind, and then obviously Cass go and score the third try. Then obviously, like you say, it's heads down, and there is a lot of players in there that are better than what they're playing at the moment, that look horrendously average.
And unfortunately for me, you can see it. As soon as it was 12-4, and as soon as Cass got another try on the board, it was heads down, game over.
Snowballed, yeah.
The fans are thinking that.
Yeah.
The players are quite obviously thinking exactly the same thing, and I don't know where you go from here with some of this squad.
Well, you don't. I think some of them just have to get out. You know, was giving John Wilkin another contract the right thing to do?
You could. I don't even want to put it on. I don't think I can put it on one player's head.
No, I was going to mention others.
For me, there's like Luke Thompson was good today, I thought, in the first half. He had really good go forward, and he got to his feet quickly and got us a quick play of the ball. Matt Percival's worth a place in this squad. Outside of that, everybody else in this squad, for me, is playing for the futures of this
again,
club.
Adam Swift, you know, he's just got the new 2-year contract. You know, has that come probably maybe a couple of months too early? You know, should he maybe have made to wait a little bit longer?
For me,
because
this has been a long time coming.
Yeah, it has.
It's not happened overnight. There's no heart and no guts in this squad, it seems at times for me. And for me, I wouldn't be giving anybody in this squad any sort of new deal for the next, well, for the foreseeable, until they actually show that they're worthy of it.
Well, exactly.
Because there's better out there. There's got to be better out there. And at the end of the day, it's a results-based business, and them players aren't doing it for us. 17 players on the part, well, 17 players in that squad today, and you look at it, that's probably not far off our best 17.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that hurts, doesn't it?
I think the last time we conceded 50, and people feel free to correct us, was probably under Ian Millwood.
Yeah, probably.
If that's the case, then the players need to look a hard look at themselves.
Yeah, the new coach can't get in there quick enough,
he can't, because he needs to give them some home truth. They've probably been listening to the same voices for so long now that they've just stopped listening, because there's probably a lot of want to say but I want to try and keep it so that everybody can listen to it on the website.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I mean, and not only that, you've got to try and keep it in perspective. Yeah, it's been a bad day at the office.
The problem is, it's been a bad day at the office, but
for
Warrington was a really bad day at the
office.
And I'll tell you what, it's like walking the Green Mile. We're going to the Magic next week. What's going to be magic about it?
Oh, well, there's not going to be an awful lot. It's going to
have to take an awful lot of magic for bloody Saints to get anywhere near it. I want us to be competitive.
Yeah, everybody does, I think
when we were winning that, or when teams like Castleford and teams started putting performances, and I said, no, I enjoy it. I don't want to see Saints winning by 40 and 50. I want to see competitive rugby league. It's gone the other way. We're not competitive ourselves.
True story.
Yeah, it's utter crackers, it really is. But, you know, we just need to get to the point, whether that be this week or whether it's next week, probably next week at the Magic Weekend, where it all just has to stop and everybody then has to just...
For me, now, the season's done. We're out the cup. We're not going to win a trophy. We're not going to get near the top 4.
No chance.
There's a massive 8 weeks coming up now to make sure that we don't end up in the middle 8s, because that would be an absolute catastrophe.
Well, yeah,
get into the middle 8s, and whatever happens after that happens after that. But at the minute, for me, Holbrook needs to come in, and the season needs to end as soon as possible.
Tell you what, we need to hope this Holbrook is as good a coach as what we think, because if he doesn't end up as good as what we hope, I dare say that there's a lot more people's future, and I'm not just talking on the pitch, that then goes at stake.
There's a lot of people's jobs riding on this being the right choice, and we've said that, and I'm sure they would agree. But I don't think a new coach is going to solve this overnight. This is going to be a root and branch 2 or 3 year job. It's a long. You look at how Castleford have took time to build their squad and got into this near, and where Castleford probably were about 4 or 5 years ago when Darryl Powell came in. All I can say to some of them players out there today is that was cowardly. You should go home tonight, watch that back on the TV, and look at yourself, look at your own performance.
They'll be watching that a few times over, won't
they? They need to look at their own performance and go, what could I have done better? And do you know what? Everything.
There'll be an A4 papers worth of a list front and back that I dare say a fair few will come up with.
Well, if you're still with us and you haven't slit your wrists, let us know what you think on the forum. If you're going to Magic next week, we'll see you up there, and I hope you enjoyed the Newcastle hospitality, because you're not
the only thing that's going to be going for next week. It ain't going to be pretty.
Yeah. See you next week, everyone.